In this MaxTow Gauges installation video, we'll show you how to install a MaxTow Match Diesel 60 PSI Boost Gauge into your 2003 to 2009 Dodge Ram 2500 or 3500 3rd Gen Cummins. For the purpose of this install, we will be using a 2006 Ram 2500 with a 5.9-liter Cummins engine to install our gauge. The gauge will be installed on a factory-fitted 3rd Gen Cummins pillar pod. We will also use a boost bolt adapter and 3 mini expandable circuits for installation. All of these accessories can be found at maxtow.com. For safety, disconnect the negative battery terminals before starting any work on the truck. Locate and remove the front interior intake heater grid bolt on the driver's side of the engine bay using a 10mm socket with an extension. Install the boost bolt using a 17mm socket and torque wrench, and torque to 10 foot-pounds. Install the boost sensor using a 22mm wrench while holding the boost bolt with a 17mm wrench. Plug the sensor harness into the boost sensor and route to the driver's side of the engine bay, using zip ties to secure the harness. Ensure there is no contact with any direct heat source or moving parts of the truck. Run the sensor harness through the firewall and into the cabin of the truck using a grommet. Move the weather strip out of the way and remove the side trim panel of the dash. Route the power wire from the gauge pod down through the dash. Route the boost sensor harness through the dash and into the boost gauge location on the gauge pod. Reinstall the side trim panel for the dash. Reinstall the weather stripping. Plug the power harness and the sensor harness into the back of the gauge and slide the gauge into the gauge pod. To prepare the gauge for power, reconnect the negative terminals of both batteries. Remove the fuse box cover. Pull the power harness from the gauge through the firewall to the fuse box location under the hood. Locate fuse number 31 in the fuse panel for constant 12-volt power. Locate fuse number 33 in the fuse panel for ignition-only 12-volt power. Locate fuse number 16 in the fuse panel for headlight-only 12-volt power. Using an expandable circuit, crimp it to the yellow wire. Insert the fuse into the circuit and insert the circuit into the empty fuse number 31 slot. Using a second expandable circuit, crimp it to the red wire. Insert the fuse into the circuit and insert the circuit into the empty fuse number 33 slot. Using a third expandable circuit, crimp it to the orange wire. insert the fuse into the circuit, and insert the circuit into the empty fuse number 16 slot. Using an eyelet connector, secure the black wire from the gauge to the grounding bolt next to the fuse box using a 10mm socket. Reinstall the fuse box cover. You've now successfully installed your MaxTow Match 60 PSI Boost Gauge into your 2003 to 2009 Dodge Ram 3rd Gen Cummins diesel truck. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, please contact us at 1-877-7-MaxTow, and we'll see you on the road.